Grand Rising, you guys. Hello. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. Today is Sunday. So, y'all already know on Sundays, I mostly run all my errands on the weekends. I try, unless I have to run errands during the weekdays. But, just wanted to come in and say, yo, what's up? And just talk to you guys while I go handle a little business this morning. I have been making and doing a lot of things for my business, Majestic Renee. And my business first started off as just me. Hair products, body butter, Yanni soap, things of that nature. But the more and more I'm working with what my purpose is, my business is turning into still doing the hair products. I'm still going to do the skincare products. And I'm still going to do the Yanni soaps. But I'm also doing spiritual healing things now. And I would say this morning, I can't even say last night, this morning at 3 a.m., I had just finished getting all of my crystal bracelets that's going to be up on my site. They are already up there, cleansed, prayed over, and ready to be sold. And God and my ancestors and my spirit guides just had me overly amplified. And I felt so grateful doing something that I'm in love with doing, because it's a beautiful feeling when you know what your purpose is. At that moment, at that second, I do a lot of things when it comes to just my own spiritual healing and spiritual work, and making sure I'm putting in all of I need to do to put in for me. But for me to be able to make jewelry or make oils or to make candles, knowing that when this person uses my spirit work, it's there to heal them, was a wonderful feeling, because I see then at that moment that God gave me so much powerful energy, because nothing that I'm doing is coming from me. It's coming from nothing but the Most High. And I just felt so overwhelmed, and I felt so happy. And a lot of people go a whole lifetime without knowing what their purpose are. And at first I would just say, well, my purpose, the norm, my purpose is just to be a mom. My purpose is just to be, and that was before I even became someone's mom. I used to literally try to plan my life with my daughter. My oldest daughter is with someone else. My first love, the first man I ever was with. I was planning, when I first got with him at 15 years old, I fell in love with him. So I was already planning our marriage, and me to have his children, and me to become a nurse. And I was just saying all of these things, putting all these things into existence in my mind. And he was saying he wanted the same things as well. And at that time, I thought that was my purpose. I thought my purpose was to be, a wife, a nurse, and, have children, and just continue to keep being that was all that I was supposed to be doing. Of course, I was living my life having fun too, but I was just, at that time, that's what I thought I was supposed to just do. And things happen, me and him are not together. I ended up, being a single mom. So then I started looking at life in a different perspective. Okay, so I don't really want to be a nurse. I was trying my best to, finish school and be a nurse. but it was not something I was passionate about. So why would I do something that I was not passionate about? Why would I finish nursing school just so I can say I have this degree? And I wasn't passionate about doing this. I didn't want to, do healing in the. I thought I wanted to be a healer. See, at the end of the day, I felt like I wanted to be a healer and save babies. And honestly, I wanted to be a pediatric nurse because I fell in love. I went into the and I know I'm getting a sidetrack, but I want to explain to you guys. I went into when my little brother was born. My mom, she couldn't really move a lot because she had him, and she had fibroid tumors and everything. So she was going through a lot, and it was some reason I had to go into the baby nurseries, and I was about 17 or 18. My brother was born, and I saw these babies so freaking small, like small babies, and I was just watching them, like, just taking care of the babies and feeding them with little, and it was just like, I gotta do this. I want to save these babies that's come to this world sick, and that's something I thought I wanted to do. And that's why I went into nursing school. I wasn't going into nursing school because I thought about the aspect of saving, doing everything, as far as when you have to think about all the people you'll have to save, especially what type of nurse you're going to be. And shoot forward to after I had my daughter and I was still in school, and I was still trying to do it because that's something I felt my purpose was going to be. Even though I was not in that relationship anymore, I still wanted to be a nurse. I thought that was going to be a better life for me as a single mom. I was going to make a lot of money taking care of me and my daughter. And I was going to school and I was working still. The same thing I was doing prior. And I started getting more and more to my, I was always born into the church or whatever. My grandmother, Baptist, it's engraved in me. So I was going to church and doing my normal Sunday sing. I'm a singer. You guys already can hear when I sing a lot on here. So I was going to church. I was singing and doing my tithes and my tenth and my talent, and just doing everything that I'm supposed to do. But I always, to be honest with you guys, I always felt like it was more to this. Like, I know God had me here to be more than just, He gave me a talented voice to be able to sing, to calm people down or do certain things. And so I was just like, even at that time, I was just like, okay, it's something more I'm supposed to be doing. And that's when I started dating my now husband. And we would talk about what we want to do, what would we see ourselves in the next 5 years, because we were in our early 20s. And I used to always tell him, at that time I had just went natural. Like, now I have my locks, but I have, like, if you look at, I'm gonna do like a slideshow one day for you guys, or if you look at my other social medias, you'll see, my hair. I used to keep my hair relaxed, different hairstyles. My real hair, you can tell I have long hair. I kept it long, and I just told him at that time I just wanted to do what I wanted to do. I don't want to fit in the perfect facade of church girl and being a good wife and thinking about just having children and being a nurse. So it was just like, what do you want to do? What do you feel? What do you see yourself? Both of us just said, what do we see ourselves? And I advised him on where I saw myself. I said, I love natural hair. At that time, I was on YouTube nonstop looking up natural hair looks, and I hadn't even did my big chop yet. So one day I was looking at YouTube, and I just was like, I was looking up the big chops. Like, some people was like letting their hair grow, letting their relaxers grow out, and then cutting it. But I was just, and then I saw some women that just did the big chop and was just like, cut all this shit off. It's gonna grow back. And I said, that's what I'm gonna do. Because at that time I was told girls with long hair should never cut their hair, especially black girls, and control. So I feel like at that moment, I'm going to do what I want to do. So I went and did my big chop. And when I did the big chop, as I was talking to him prior to doing that, I was just letting him know I want to be and do everything that I am comfortable with doing, that I love doing. At that moment, I knew I want to just continue to keep doing what I am here to do and what the Most High God tell me to do. And I want to help other girls that feel like because their hair is not this certain length, or this because their hair is not this certain feel. You know, black girls, you know how we feel about our hair. If your hair is not this silky way, or you know, all of that, I wanted to just do that. And I said I want to help people learn how to love themselves. And he was like, that's what's up. So I immediately went and got my big chop done. I went to my hairstylist. Shout out to Cookie. She was my hairstylist. I only went to her. She only put her hands in my head unless I let someone braid it outside of her. But she was the one that did color. She was the one that did my relaxer. I only got a relaxer every 2 months. No, it was like every 6 weeks, I think. Sometimes every 2 months, to be honest with you. Because my hair, I didn't really need to have to get a relaxer that much. But she took good care of my hair. So I came to Cookie. It was just like, you know, she didn't give me a hard time. She was just like, all right. And, you know, she started cutting it. And I, at this time, I wasn't vlogging. I was just taking pictures as she did it. Like, I was just like, looking at myself with the camera and watching as she cut it. And she was just like, here we go. So she cut it. She's like, I already know I'm not going to see you in the shop anymore. But, you know, we're going to still see each other around and stuff. She knew that she knew how it was going to be. And that's when I started doing my natural hair journey. And I felt very emotional about when I saw the hair getting cut off and looking at myself in the mirror with just this. I had like a not a buzz cut, like a tiny fro. And I looked in the mirror and I was just like, dope, like you dope. Like, I swear, you guys, I looked at myself and I was like, you are dope. Every feature on my face, every feature on me, I saw completely, fully with my haircut. And if you think about, like, back when, you know, if you were somebody that went through people trying to talk about your looks, this nose always has been the joke of the day. But good thing I knew how to play the dozens, like that's what we used to call it back in the day, or crack back, so nothing like that really bothered me. So, but I looked at that nose, honey, and I was just like, girl, you are so fucking cute. Like, I started looking up YouTube videos on what to do with the hair, how to wear it, what to do, and then I started saying, stop looking at these YouTube videos. And I just started doing what I felt looked good on me. And so I just kept doing it. And my hair grew back so fast. This thing I know, I was making my own products, using those products. And I started using those products on my oldest daughter's hair too. But, you know, people would ask me, what do you guys use in your hair? Don't get me wrong, I was still using other products at the store too, but I was like, oh, I make my own. At this time, I was making my own cream for me and my daughter's hair. And they were like, you make your own cream? I need some of that cream. They used to say, I need some of that crack. Your hair grew so fast. Everybody saw this tiny fro, and now these kinky, long, full hair, girl hair so big. And so that's where that aspect came. So I told my then boyfriend, he's my boyfriend now, he's my husband. I was like, I think I want to start a natural hair business. Like, I think I want to do natural hair products, 100% full natural things. Because a lot of people do not know what they're supposed to put in their hair. They just go to the store. They don't know what's harming it. They don't know what's helping it. And he was just like, that's what's up. That'll be dope. That'll be dope. But I never did, keep going with it, because at that time I'm working full time. I'm a mom, and we and him is moving in together and doing all of our relationship stuff. And I was just like sidetracking it, like, I'm gonna come back and do it, I'm gonna come back and do it. And we had our baby, our first daughter together, me and him. And Serenity hair is beautiful. She has my hair, my thick hair. But she kept, it was, you know how the babies get the bald spot, and then, you know, some babies get it in the back if you let them know they have back too long or something. But Serenity wasn't laying on her back or nothing like that. I used to be, you know, I'm not that type of parent. Like my babies used to be out and about, but her hair was falling out right here and right there in the back. So it's like her hair was growing up in like a high top kid and play fade, and I hated it. But my daughter is beautiful. I want you guys to know it's not that I hated who she is, because I have some beautiful girls. But I just was like, what is going on with her hair? Because I'm using a hair cream, and I started just continuing using my hair cream. But then something was like, and I knew it was God. It was like, make this oil, and I want you to put this stuff in it, and I want you to do it this way, and I want you to put this on her scalp and massage into her scalp. Continue to keep doing what you're doing with her hair. And so before I knew it, Serenity hair started growing like, oh my God, it was like you know how when you see yourself, you buy like a plant if you're a plant owner, or if you do your garden. My daughter's hair just started growing like springing, and I was like, what the hell is this stuff I got, you know? And when people that saw, my family members saw her hair, and they started seeing her hair, they was like, what are you putting in her hair? And I was like, yeah, I know I make my own, you know, cream for my hair, but I also got these oil I've been making. You know, I'm just talking to them that I've been using with herbs and stuff, and this stuff been working really good on her hair. And they was like, girl, you need to start, you know, selling this stuff or doing something, because like that's amazing. So I was just like, okay. So here we are. Me and my husband get married, and we moved into our dream home. That's when I started doing, like I told you guys, I'm not gonna keep on sidetracking about how I got into spirituality. I started doing my spiritual work after my mom passed. I was doing like saging, and I was doing the journaling all my life, but I just never knew what it was. But I started doing more deep into my spiritual work, where I buy crystals, and I was buying Palo Santo, sage, and all of that. And so I started getting more deep into it, and I was going to manifest the life that I felt I needed to have and wanted to have at that moment. So I manifested. At the time, I was driving a Ford Fiesta, and I had 2 kids, and my mom had just passed away, and now I got my brother. And I was just like, we need SUVs, we need big trucks, we need this. And I just started manifesting it. We need a bigger home. I have another child here, and now that I have 2 daughters now, it's time. And my husband and me ended up moving to where we are now. We have a bigger home. Okay, the cars came. I ended up getting me a bigger SUV car. My husband got a bigger SUV car, and everything was just falling into place. And that's when I started to continue to manifest. And I started reading more. I started trying to learn more about what exactly it is that I got going on, because I know that the power is in God, but I was just like, wow, like I'm very powerful when it comes to word. And that's what I always used to say, it's power in tongue. That was my favorite thing to say to people when they try me. It's power in tongue. What you speak upon me will come upon yourself. And I always speak this way, you guys. Like, so that's when I was just like, when you fall into your purpose, it's a beautiful feeling. And some like to say she got an old spirit or something or whatever. I always had an old spirit, old soul. You know, because I have been through this thing called life a few times, and I was brought here to help people heal can make it through this thing called life. You know? And now that I see that and I'm enjoying doing it, now I'm realizing it, and I'm not just going into the motion of the matrix and thinking that I just supposed to do this. Don't get me wrong. I love being a mom. I love being a wife. But I'm in my happiest stages when I am talking with God and listening to my ancestors' stories and listening to the spirit guides. And when I say listening to my ancestors' stories, if you guys are not in tune, that's understandable. This video is not for you. We are energy. Your loved ones that pass away from here are still with you, okay? So, a lot of times they come to you in your dreams, they come to you in a thought, and if your power and your psychic is very strong, they will even speak to you. So, you honor them, and you thank them. It's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong with honoring your ancestors and thanking them. But yes, listening to them. And when I say listening, I'm talking about certain things they tell me to put together, certain things they tell me, even when I'm cooking, a smell will come along. And my mom, I love bringing my mom up because that's my mother. I'm a descendant of her. When I'm in the kitchen sometimes, my mom was a cook. And it's certain things that I'll be cooking and I will smell an aroma that I only smelled on my mom. I never smelled this aroma on no one else. And I'm not just talking about just the perfume smell. It was just like I know my mom is in this kitchen with me. And I can just feel it. And then it's times, yes, my husband, he smokes cigarettes, but he does not, I don't play that smoking the cigarettes in the house. And he cannot even be there. And I would just smell a strong smell of cigarettes. I know that's one of my ancestors that smoke cigarettes. And a lot of times that means they either want me to put some on the altar, or that means something, I need to do something, I need to listen. I need to go in here and talk to God and see what's going on. I get visions. And they're getting even more intense now because I used to get them as a child and I really didn't understand what they were. I really didn't understand it. I used to be freaked the fuck out. I didn't know what this shit was going on with me. And I used to tell my grandma and my mom about it. And, you know, they would say, oh, my mom used to be like, you got it. My mom is a Gemini. She was very in tune but didn't know it. She used to say stuff like, yeah, from us. You got that from us. You know, that's a part of that's a part of what we do. We can see stuff. We can feel. We can talk to spirits. My mom used to always say that. But I used to just be like, Mom, what? So, well, what are you talking about? You know, back then I used to do that. But now that I'm more in tune, I understand what she said, what she was trying to tell me. But I don't talk to spirits. I don't see them. I don't do all that like a lot of people do. But I can feel, I can smell, and they will show me visions. And I can remember actually seeing a vision as a child. And I didn't know at the time, but I was like 15, 14 years old. And I was so adamant about letting my family and friends know about this particular dream. It came so vivid. And at that time, I didn't know what vivid was. I just was like, y'all, it felt so real. Like, please, y'all, it felt so real. I just kept saying it over and over again. It felt so real. Please, y'all. And my mom was like, well, baby, wait, tell me what happened. And at that particular time, it was a dream about it was a man that passed away. grocery shopping at in my dream. And we used to go shopping at this particular area, and it's called Piggly Wiggly, and they had gas stations and all that stuff, and it was just so vivid. And it switched to my grandmother. That's how visions are. They're never really clear unless you're asking God to show you it clear. But at that time, I didn't know. And I said, I went to my grandma. I'm like, grandma. And I was, you know how you're dreaming. And I went to the dream and I said, grandma, something. And then grandma was just like, people need to start being careful these time of days. Like, that's what my grandma was saying in the dream. And I was like, and then the next dream was my cousin crying. She was weeping so hard. And I don't know if she's been on my channel. Yes, she has. My cousin, she's the oldest cousin. She's the first grandbaby, for my grandmother's first grandbaby. She was crying so hard. She was weeping. And I kept saying, what's wrong, Taya? What's wrong? That's her name. Her name is Lataya. Latoya, I'm sorry. But we call her Taya. And she was like, what's wrong, you know? And she was just like crying. So you guys, I'm getting emotional about it. I told my family this, but we didn't know what it was. So right after that, my cousin, father of her child, was murdered in that same area where I had that vision and dream. And my grandmother said those same words. People need to start being careful and being around, going to different places. And y'all, my 14-year-old mind was like bananas. You don't understand. I looked at my cousin in that same vision that I had, crying and weeping. So So at that moment, at 14, I knew it was a veil. I was seeing stuff. And I always had dreams. I was seeing stuff. And I didn't know what this was. My mom did. And she just used to be like, embrace it. So long story short, well, the story was not short. So I'm embracing my purpose. I'm embracing what God has me here for to do. I don't really know in full depth of what it is, but I do know that I'm here to shine light and help people heal and help people learn how to love themselves and help people learn how to make it through grief and wherever things that is thrown their way. And I planned on doing that by any means necessary. And and I'm not ashamed of nothing that I know. Nothing knowledgeable that I want to tell a person. If it's something that I feel deep within and I know it's working, I'm going to tell you. If you don't really want to intake what I'm telling you and teaching you, you just feel like it's not for you and you don't really want to do it, that's cool. But if you come to me on some questions about things like, well, what should I do? Is this real? Should I do this? I'm gonna say, yeah. Or I'm gonna tell you, no, don't do that. And it's not because I feel like I'm a know-it-all. I want people to understand that. Because I was that way all the time growing up. I would tell my friends certain things. I'm like, you don't need to do that. No, you don't need to do that, fam. You don't need to do that. And a lot of times they used to be like, you just don't know it all. And my friends used to say that to me. And that you just want folks to do what you want them to do. You just don't know it all. But right after I say, nah, fam, I don't think you need to really do that. Some shit will happen. Then they'll be like, damn, I should listen to your old big head ass. You know, like, that's how your friends talk to you and stuff. And I'd be like, yeah, I wasn't trying to hate on you. I was just trying to tell you what I was trying to tell you. Because it was just like a feeling just came upon me. But now that I've gotten older, I learned how to, if they ask me, then I tell. If they don't ask me, unless it's very powerful spirit just like screaming out to me, girl, you better. You best, you girl, if you don't tell them, you know. And I just be like, ugh. Before you think I'm crazy, I just want you to know what spirit just told me. You know, because a lot of my people already know what I'm on now. So I just be like, they be like, what spirit told you about me? Because spirit be messy, y'all. They be petty and they be funny. And I just be like, look, they just told me that shit you got going on, fam, it ain't cute. You need to stop it, boo-boo. You know, and they be like, how you know what I got going on? Because you just open up your, a lot of the times, you guys, being real with y'all, when you be venting to people, you are opening up yourself to people. You open up your spirit. You open it up, you got your, because it's open. Anytime you're able to release, and you, like say for instance, like I tell my husband all the time, when you guys are drinking alcohol and you're sharing spirit with each other, you're smoking marijuana, whatever, you're passing your energies back and forth to each other. Your demons, whatever you want to call it, y'all passing that shit back and forth to each other. You could probably not even be mad at me. You could be probably happy as hell with me. And we on cloud motherfucking 9 and happy, the children good and everything. But you went around the corner because you wanted to hang with your friend for a minute, watch the football game, and he got all type of shit going on, and he done started venting to you, and he done opened himself up to you, and you opened yourself up to him because y'all over there drinking beers and watching the game or drinking alcohol, and the spirit in there, y'all ain't doing no cleansing. My husband's protected. He carries, we protected. But y'all ain't cleansing, y'all ain't got no protections over y'all selves. So next thing you know, you done took in his shit and he done took in your shit. Now you done came home want to be mad at me, and he done probably went in and happy with his wife now. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, that's how it is. So when you open up yourselves, a lot of times your ancestors or your spirit guides reach out to someone that can feel or see. And that's why I don't really like being around a lot of people. I used to like to, because I used to just be tuning in, tuned out, and drunk. Now they don't even let me chill. Okay, you guys, I am back. I just had to go to my aunt. She buys a large sum of my hair oils, and I come and get the money when she's done selling them. And she also gave the girls their birthday gifts. So, but yeah, so when you open yourselves up to people, they're able to like tap into your business for real, you know. So a lot of times I just be like one time, one time I had a girlfriend that was going through something, and me and my other girlfriend were like talking about praying for her because of what she's going through. And spirit don't be quiet, y'all. They just be like, girl, like if they really like know it's some more shit, and you up here like, I'm praying for her, and oh my God, I'm so sorry she's going through this, and you thinking it's something that, anyway, let me just say it like this. They were like, girl, boo, she tried to do this. That's how they talk. Like, if you sit down and talk to your elders, that's how your spirit world talk. That's how they talk. They talk to you because they were beings here on earth. So that's how they talking to you. They talk to you just like how you talking. You know, they talk to you the same way. But yeah, so they'll reveal it to you in a minute. Like, girl, that girl knew what she was doing. But okay, you can keep on trying. She gonna have to do what she get herself together, because she knew what she was doing, basically. And my other friend was just like, what friend? I stopped in mid-prayer like, hey, spirit world told me she knew what she was doing. You can still pray for her, but baby, she don't have to go through what she got to go through because she knew what she was doing. And it's just like, and when it happens, yeah, I just be like, damn, like for real. So, in other words, I have got more and more in tune in the spirit world now, and doing my spirit work. I've been trying to make sure I keep myself aligned. Energy is real. All of the people saying low vibrational, no, that's some low vibrational, that's low vibrational, hey, whatever. You're gonna need a little low vibration to make it to the high vibration, okay? Do not let anyone make you feel like your spiritual walk is not real and what you're doing is not what you make you feel like you're not on their level, because that's what religion do. If you got anyone that you're dealing with, if you have a spiritual worker that you're working with and you're giving your time to for help and everything, and they're making you feel like you're beneath them, that is not the person that you need to be working with, okay? Let's just be real clear on that. Spirituality is you. It's who you are. You are not falling into any other person's belief. It's free. It's a free way of being. You don't have to dress a certain type of way. Me personally, I like the locks, the beads, the shells, the crystals, the copper jewelry. That's me. I like the bohemian look. I like this. But you may see another spiritual worker that does not look nothing like me, or does not look like the facade that people put upon. If you see that, do not judge them. You may meet a spiritual worker. Like I personally want to go get, for my birthday, I want to go get a wig put on because I want to do a color. I want to do a colorful wig. That does not mean I don't still walk by faith and I walk with God and walk with the spirit world. So my whole saying is, it's not a look, it's not a phase, it's not. You may see someone that does not look like they're nowhere near a spiritual person. They dress in brand Louis Vuitton, Versace, Gucci. They only want the best of the best. And be in there doing their spirit work. You probably would never see their crystals. A lot of people don't show their crystals. And another thing, do not always show your crystals to everybody. Don't let people just be touching your crystals. Rubbing he's so cute. Don't let nobody touch you. And I'm not trying to be mean. And they gonna probably look at you like you mean. But people know personal space. Just like somebody trying to touch your hair. Don't be taking your crystals out. Yeah, girl, because I use my rose quartz. And yeah, girl, because I use this. And just trying to flaunt with your crystals and letting everybody touch it. They be like, let me touch it. And you just letting everybody touch it. These are portals. Your hands are portals. So everything that girl got going on, you done transferred that energy to your crystals. And now you finna put it back on you. No, my boo-boo, don't do that. No, don't do that. Another thing. When you do buy crystals, I fully cleanse my crystals. I speak intentions to my crystals when I sell them and for myself. So just know, when you get my crystals, you don't have to do anything with them. But if you buy my crystals because you just want to support me and you just don't, and you are a spiritual person, you still want to put your own thing into it, please do. Because I have a lot of people I purchase jewelry and stuff from, and I trust them. But at the end of the day, it's still me. This is my stuff. This is the stuff that's gonna be world me. So I'm gonna still put the essence of myself on there. And that's fine. Make sure you're cleansing whatever you put on yourself. If it's clothes, to be honest with you guys, clothing, you need to wash it anyway because it's germs. But make sure you cleanse it. Cleanse. You don't know what that person was feeling that made your clothing. You don't know You don't know what that person's attitude was on. You don't know what type of intentions they were making it in. You gotta really be cleansing yourselves and making sure everything that you, especially if it's something spiritual. Yeah, you got a candle from someone that you know make candles. I make candles. But make sure you're still cleansing those candles and speaking your intentions in those candles. Because when it's all said and done, these are tools where you have the power. Tools are dope and they help to amplify it. So if you want to get a candle and you can, I want everyone, of course I want you to shop Majestic Renee if you're just not in the mood for making candles. If you don't think your power is that strong yet, sure, come on over to Majestic Renee and shop, babe. Or any candle person that you trust. I have a few people that I can shout out right now in this video that I only trust. The Conjure by Lala. I love her candles. And I will be doing a review on her candles. I make my own candles, but I love her candles too. I make my own oils. But it's other women that I purchase my oils from. Another woman that I purchase my oils from, the name of her company is Earth Mama. She is dope, powerful. God is in her. She grew up in spirituality. She's Haitian. Everything that you can think of. She also taught me a lot of things that I know because I took her classes. I purchased oils from her and I purchased candles from her. Everything that she has on her site. Another woman that I purchased my things from, and I trust to use her things, her oils, her candles, things of that nature. Her name is Rebel. She can be found on Instagram, and she also has her own website. Powerful woman, very smart. I go on Instagram a lot and listen to her lives. She gives you, if you into preaching, honey, she gonna preach you some stuff and gonna throw in some real shit to you. Another woman that I purchased, even though I sell and make my own things, she's been my friend for years, and she is dope. She's a dope artist. We sung together. We have done things together. But I trust her crystals. I trust her energy. Her name is Brandy. The name of her company is Copper Design by B. So if you ever want to order you some nice copper pieces, dope. She makes all my stuff. But I still, sorry, one more person that I from. I'm sorry, you guys. I try to support and continue to support. Her name is Rosiana. And she's on Instagram as well. A lot of these jewelry pieces on my arm she has made. And I trust her. She's another black woman that I have trusted to buy my pieces from because she's literally doing the same thing and she has good intentions. You have to pay attention to the intentions of people. I do not gravitate towards fear tactics. You're not going to build fear because that's what religion did to us. It builds fear. So if you are dealing with someone that builds fear in you, you don't go towards that person and purchase anything that they have as far as spirit work. That's whatever part. Everybody calling is different. If you don't want to have a fear tactic about this, you don't go towards someone that's telling you, you're gonna get your karma. You're gonna have this happen to you. You don't want folks to always. You don't want to buy something from somebody that's always doing that. And did I say everybody? Yeah, I said everyone. So in other words, I'm saying these are women that I trust enough to purchase their things, trust enough to talk to, trust to get consultations done. And I still go and speak my intentions and pray over it wherever I use cleansing. Because you still have to put, you know how, okay, let me say something like this. You know how you be like, oh, this dress okay, babe, but I'm gonna put my oomph in it. That's how you gotta be when you do your spirit work. Yeah, I know she dope, but I'm gonna put my oomph in it. You feel me? You gotta still put yourself in this. And what else did I want to talk about? I think I hit people upside the head a lot of times with this, but I'm just gonna keep on doing it. If you're getting into spirituality because you're trying to do anything other than healing yourself, you're doing it wrong. Okay? And I'm not. Now again, I'm gonna tell you, I'm not judging you, and I'm not trying to put you in a window where you gotta do what everybody else do. Don't be out here doing love spells on people. Don't be out here trying to make up your ex come back and obsession spells on folks. Okay? That's just my opinion. And it ain't just an opinion, it's the truth. You gotta leave people free will alone. Now, when you put enough work into yourself, you become the spell. You understand that? I'm gonna say that in so many ways. I'm loving on myself. I'm putting all that good juju and good juices and flowing into myself, that I become the fucking drug and spell for him. So that means if he decided to just leave me today or tomorrow, I'm gonna still be this dope ass woman that another man gonna be wanting. You get where I'm trying to come from? You gotta stop trying to put spell work and doing all this stuff and playing with these different energies before something happens to you. Leave people free will alone. Leave it alone. If he left you, if she left you, let her go. Let him go. Maybe it was time for you to be in your solitude. Guess what? I am a married woman with 3 children and a brother that I'm raising, and I still like being in my solitude. I like getting to know me. You need to do the same. Heal that stuff. I do my own spiritual cleansing. I do my own healing candles and things of that nature. But I just bought Lala, the Conjuring candle by Lala, Halo and Mars Intense candle. She has them infused together. I am ready to do all of the work that I have to do to heal and figure out what makes me cry sometimes. Yeah, I do. We all do. So instead of you trying to just figure out ways to try to get this dude, I want this dude to stay be with me. Oh yeah, I want these men to be obsessed with me. And you end up having a fucking stalker. Attract what you want. If you want love, attract it. But y'all don't. It's up to you what you feel. Like I said, it's your spiritual path. I'm just telling y'all, don't be out here messing with people free will. I keep saying that. And men do it too, ladies. They do. They do spell work on y'all too. Love spells, all that stuff is done to you. You can be mad as hell and don't even like this dude no more. You don't know why you can't get him out shook off of you. You don't even like him. You don't know what it is. He doing a whole love spell on your ass every time he doing some stuff with you. And man, stop sticking your things in everybody. Sex is a ritual. You got a girl you haven't, she your baby mama now. You don't know how the hell she became your baby mama. And you hate her. You hate her. And I hate to say it that way because hate is a strong word, but you hate her. You cannot stand this woman. But you keep having sex with her. And you wondering why. The hell you can't shake her. Because every time you lay down next to her, she's doing spell work. Because sex is a ritual. Stop thinking what you did. Start thinking up here sometimes. Get in line. Think from your. Stop always leading by the root. Because that's where your vagina and your penis is. And start going. Letting that letting that root, that low vibration, rise to high vibration. Because if you let it rise up, you'll realize, well, she ain't really, I'm attracted to her. And if you let it rise a little bit more, you go up there to your heart chakra. I don't really love her. Then you let it rise up there to your crown chakra. No, I'm just not going to have sex with her because I'm not even feeling her that way. And it's the same way with falling in love with someone. You feel something down here in your root chakra. Like they stimulate something down there. Then you let it rise up into your solar plexus and all of that. And you just like get a little feeling when I'm around them. And then when you let it go up to your heart, it's love. You like, it's love. I feel this love. And then when it goes up to your crown, you release the love. You say, like, I love you. It's knowledge. It's telling you, yeah, that's love. My man, that's love, my sister. You in love. That's the person that you want to be with. And that's how it goes. It's not really rocket science to it. It's just about staying in tune and trying to keep yourself in line. A lot of times, people throw off your energy, throw off your vibrations. Okay, that's okay. Shake back. Shake back. Get it back together, you know. Shake it back off. Okay. You threw me off. I went off on you. I let you took me there. But now I'm going to shake it off and I'm going to bring myself back to center. Yeah. But, now I'm into herbs. I learned more about herbs. At first, I was just a crystal mama. And the only other herbs I used was sage. And that's when I was first into my spirituality. I only used sage and Palo Santo. Now I'm just like, these herbs, man, what our ancestors used to do is dope. Don't get me wrong, I love my crystals, but the herbs and the flowers and when you drink them and what you feeling, what you know is about to come into the existence, it's beautiful. So now that I see what I'm going to be doing, I only can hope that you guys continue to support mine. If you're not really into spirituality, that's fine. I understand. I was not there. You know, I was not here before. If you would have talked to me 15 years ago, I would have listened to what you had to say if you were talking about spirituality, because I always gave open mind to everybody beliefs. But I would have been deep into church. I would have been like, no, that ain't really for me. But this is my time. This is the time that God was just like, it's time for you. Well, it's been a while. I've been doing spiritual work 6 years now. So yeah. So and honestly, let's be real with y'all. I've been on a spiritual walk since I came in this world out of my mama. Let's just be real about that. But as far as actually knowing what I'm doing and learning more about it and embracing it and knowing what it is, it's been 6 years. And yeah, so I just want everybody to know that it's okay if you're into certain things, if you're doing certain things. It's okay if you want to be more than just a Christian, because guess what? A lot of conjugal workers are in the church as well. This road is regular. They're in the church as well. They are, oh my God, they need to fix this road. They are in the church as well. It's just hard for people to embrace it because it has so much bad reputation. Who are conjure workers and spiritual people that's in church too. They actually grasped from church because we was not able to practice our practice when we were enslaved. Well, I'm not enslaved, but the people, my ancestors prior to now, they were not able to practice their work. And they covered how dope us black people are. We know how to turn some shit around. You ain't gonna keep us in prison, do you understand me? So we turned around what they were trying to make us embrace, to obey our master, into ways to make sure that we make it through this imprisonment, this slavery. Love the song by Beyonce. It's when she's saying, "You can't break my soul." Because that's how I be feeling. You can't break the soul that's within me. You can do whatever you want to do to this vessel. You can think that you can do anything you want to do to this vessel, and think it's breaking me down. But when I exceed and I transition, my soul is gonna still be powerful than yours. That's how I take it. You know, I'm deep like that. But yeah, so I will hope that you guys will like what I'm doing. My channel is gonna still be a vlog. I'm still gonna be showing you guys the things I'm showing you, but I'm gonna also be bringing in more and more of my purpose and teach people that want to learn. And if you don't want to learn, that's fine. I'm not gonna beat you over your head with it, honey. Just stroll on to the next channel. I don't even want you to really be stuck. I don't want you to feel like you stuck supporting something that you don't want to support. But I do want people that don't know what we are to know who we are. I'm trying to see what I'm gonna make for dinner today. My husband, he did steak. Listen, let me tell y'all something about my husband. That man right there will make us eat steak and potatoes every day. Do you understand me? If it's up to him, we're gonna eat steak and potatoes every day. I don't know what's wrong with him. I don't want no steak and potatoes. That man right there will make us eat steak and potatoes every day. I love him so much, y'all, but he will. So that's what they're eating now. Nothing. I might run and get me a salad. Have y'all been listening to the sound? It's a chicken salad. It's a chicken salad. I want me a chicken salad. I really do. So I'm thinking about either I'm gonna make me a chicken salad, or I'm gonna go and buy me a chicken salad. Get back to what I'm gonna be doing. My next video is gonna probably be me showing you guys candle magic and showing you how I do it, and then I'll be showing you the candle magic and doing a review on the Conjuring by Lala candle that I just purchased about the healing. But I'm also gonna show you guys candle work and what I do and how it works, and hopefully that's something you guys like. And then I'm also going to do another video showing you different affirmations that I say and I teach my children to say, to bring everything in the now, to know that we're okay. So hopefully you guys like that. I hope you guys like that. I know y'all gonna like it. I think I'm going to do vlogmas, where I can record every day and edit and post a video. What y'all think about it? I think I can do it. Only thing that's really hard about vlogging is for me is because I am a 9-to-5 working mom. So y'all not gonna want to watch me doing 9 to 5, sitting taking calls all day. And then again, y'all do. But I mean, I might not show y'all the whole time I'm taking the calls, but yeah, I may do that though. So let y'all see my day to day on Vlogmas and what we're doing every day as we prepare for Christmas. That'll be cool. I'm gonna do that. So yeah, so I'm about to go into this grocery store. Well, I haven't even gotten there. I thought I was there. But I'm about to go into the grocery store and grab what I just told you guys I wanted to make. The salmon. Hopefully they got some fresh salmon. And I'm gonna do chicken salad. It's a chicken salad. This is the activated bamboo choco. It's a natural fresh choco bag. It works up for 2 years. Put it in your car, put it on your window sills, hang it up in your closets. It sucks up all bad stuff that is fucking with your respiratory. And it clears up bad odors. So if you got a problem, if you're thinking that if you do the onion in the house, in each windowsill, and diffusers, because that's what I'm going to the store to get too. I need to get some more peppermint oil. Diffusers, peppermint oil, peppermint spray. And the onion sucks up all that bad shit. We have a lot of shit going on around right now. A lot of people are not taking care of themselves, okay? Get a purple onion if you keep having illnesses such as flu, the cold, just breathing issues. Like me, I have allergies and sinus issues, and I have sleep apnea. And you put the purple onion throughout your home. You also can make a syrup. I did a video on it, and I'll be posting it. I think I posted on here already. You also can make a syrup. And give it to your family throughout this time of year so they won't catch the flu or a cold. And then the onion is going to help with this RSVP or whatever, RSP, respiratory issue that's happening with this baby, with the babies. It's going to suck up whatever type of fucking virus that comes into your home. You switch out these onion cut up onions periodically to change them every 2 days. You can also make onion water. This is where you're gonna cut the onions up and let it sit in water. Distilled water or purified water. And you feed it a teaspoon to your children every day. You're gonna see all that stuff just coming out of your kids. Also, something else that I use, mullein oil. If you don't have time to make the mullein yourself, mullein and garlic oil. You rub it around the nose if your baby is congested. If they're picking at their ears, you put it and rub it in their ears, and that'll clear your children up. And if you're too far gone and you just feel like you need something to get rid of the cold fast or help you just with the symptoms, cardamom is something else that I use. I either boil it and drink it in a tea. I also have a tincture that I make, and that helps clear you out, you guys. People act like herbal medicines and all of these things were not here before modern medicine. What do you think they were using before they started doing modern medicine? If you don't want to do what someone tells you about that they're learned, then just don't do it. But please don't be judgmental. Alright, y'all, I'm going to the store now. Peace out. Okay, you guys, I am about to make my salmon in the air fryer, and I just bought a regular chicken salad. Thanks, you guys, for watching my channel. I ask you to please subscribe, share my channel. Peace, love, and light.